Hello, welcome to High Ground Gaming. This is Eric, and today we're going to play another game for the 1905 season, featuring the New York Giants, and they'll be visiting the Brooklyn Dodgers. Here we go. And here we go.
Welcome to Washington Park, where it's New York against Brooklyn. Hooks Wiltz takes the mound for New York. He's made one start on the year and is 1-0 with an earned run average of 0.93. His first start against Brooklyn. He'll be opposed by Oscar Jones for Brooklyn. He's made one start on the year and is 0-1 with an earned run average of 9.39. His first start against New York. Brooklyn left fielder Jimmy Sheckard is riding a 12-game hitting streak. It's 64 degrees, wind speed 1 mph, left to right. For Brooklyn, Oscar Jones. Leading off for New York, center fielder Mike Donlin.
So alright, so it's actually the Brooklyn Superbas. My bad, I forgot that they were called the Superbas in 1905. So anyway, let's see.
Play ball!
So alright, so we'll be playing at Washington Park, and this is the Oscar Jones is the pitcher for the Brooklyn Superbas. He's like his computer just said, he's got an ERA of 9.39, a record of 0-1. 17 hits allowed and only 7 innings pitched, a walk and a strikeout, so did not have a good outing, obviously. So he'll be facing a New York Giants lineup, which is as follows. Mike Donlin, the center fielder, bats first. Batting second will be Gates Brown, the right fielder. Behind the plate, batting third, the Hall of Famer Roger Bresnahan. Batting cleanup, Dan McGann, the first baseman. Sam Mertes, the left fielder, will bat fifth. Art Devlin, the third baseman, bats sixth. Bill Dowling, the shortstop, will bat seventh. Batting eighth, the second baseman, Billy Gilbert. And on the mound, batting ninth, is Hooks Wiltz. Gotta love that name. Alright. So Donlin steps into the box first. He's hitting .333 in the replay, with 6 runs batted in, has 3 triples, 10 runs scored, and 2 stolen bases. So Jones looks in for the sign. He has the windup and the pitch. And it's a leadoff double for Donlin. So a good start for the Giants. Next up will be George Brown, the right fielder. He's hitting .255 with a homer and 8 runs batted in. Has scored 7 runs, and he has 2 triples. So Donlin gets his lead. Here's the pitch to Brown. Ball 1. High and inside. Strike 1 called. 1-1. 2-1. Outside and low. All 3. So in danger of walking him. And it's a dribble to first. Oh, it looks like the first baseman, Gessler, is unable to handle it and he'll be charged with an error. Donlin moves to third. So runners at the corners now for Bresnahan. He comes into the game hitting .357 with 3 runs batted in. He has 2 triples. Also, he scored 10 runs and has 2 doubles. So definitely back then they had more triples than home runs on average. Ball 1. It's 2-0 to Bresnahan. And 3-0. So in danger of loading the bases. And he does on 4 straight pitches.
First baseman, Dan McGann.
So Bresnahan draws the walk, and the bases are loaded for Dan McGann. Hitting .311 with 13 runs batted in. Chance to pick up some more here. There's 2 doubles and a triple, and 4 stolen bases. So Jones looks in for the sign. Here's the windup in the pitch. Strike 1. 1-1. 2-1. And count even at 2-2. 3-2. So nobody else still. Here's a payoff pitch. And he strikes him out.
Sam Mertes.
So Sam Mertes up now, hitting just .184 with a homer and 4 runs batted in. Has 6 runs scored, 3 doubles, and 3 stolen bases. And he pops one up, back of the plate. Looks like it's going to reach the seats. And strike 1. Low and outside, 1-1. 1-2. Mertes doesn't like that call. And it's a hot is that a line drive, or was it a, did it fall in there? Looks like it fell in there. So 1 run comes in, and no, only 47% chance.
Third baseman, Art Devlin.
So Donlin scores, Bresnahan moves up to second, Brown holds up at third, and Sam Mertes is on first with a RBI single. So Art Devlin up now, hitting .222 with 6 runs batted in. Has 5 runs scored and a couple stolen bases. Strike 1. 0-2 the count. He's in the hole. And he gets under one. Looks like it's going to go out of play. Yeah. Back into the seats. In the dirt outside, ball 1. And it's a hot shot. And the bases are loaded. And let's see. Sorry, a fly ball to left. And he is going to. Yeah, he's going to try to tag up and score.
Shortstop, Bill.
So Shecker doesn't even make the throw, and Brown scores the second run for the Giants. Dolan up now with runners on first and second, hitting .283. 9 runs batted in, 1 double and 2 triples. 8 runs scored. A couple stolen bases. So 1-0 the count. High and tight. And check swing. Them says he held up. Ball 2. 3-0. And that'll reload the bases.
Second baseman, Billy.
So the second baseman, Billy Gilbert, up now, hitting .211 with 2 runs batted in. Has 3 runs scored. Strike 1. Catches the inside edge. And it's a hot shot to second. Over to first. And that'll do it.
Error. After 1/2 inning, New York 2, Brooklyn coming to bat.
Alright.
For New York, Hooks, Wiltz.
So the Giants.
Off for Brooklyn, left fielder, Jimmy Sheckard.
So the Giants put up a 2 spot, and we head to the bottom of the first. And Hooks Wiltse takes the mound. It's 1-0 with a 0.93 ERA, 9 innings pitched. Must be slightly over 9 innings pitched, being that .93 there. Probably like 9 1/3. 7 hits allowed. No home runs, no walks, and 9 strikeouts. So on the season, he was 15-6 with a 2.47 ERA. So Jimmy Sheckard steps into the box. I believe this had a 12-game hitting streak. He's hitting .378 with 4 runs batted in, 13 runs scored, 3 doubles, and 3 stolen bases. So next up after Sheckard will be Gessler, the first baseman. Batting third will be Lumley, the right fielder. Batting cleanup, the third baseman Batch. Dobbs, the center fielder, will bat 5th. Millay, the second baseman, bats 6th. The shortstop, Lewis, bats 7th. Bergen, the catcher, will bat 8th. And on the mound, Oscar Jones will bat 9th. So let's see if Sheckard can increase his hitting streak here, or we can put a stop to it. And we have a leadoff walk.
Gessler.
So Doc Gessler up now, hitting .220, 2 runs batted in, a couple of doubles and 4 runs scored. And it's a liner to third. A great play by Devlin.
Lumley.
So he catches it on the outfield grass. So great play by Art Devlin for the first out. All right, next up will be Lumley, the right fielder, hitting .340 with 2 homers and 10 runs batted in, 2 doubles and a triple, and 7 runs scored. Sheckard gets his lead, ball 1, high and inside. And Sheckard's off with the pitch, and he's safe. So that's his 4th stolen base of the year. Moves him into scoring position with 1 down. RBI chance for Lumley here, and it's a liner. It's going to go into the right field stands. So 1-2 the count on Lumley. And he hits it down the left field line. The shortstop moves over and catches it in foul territory. So great running catch by Dowling for the second out. Emil Batch up now, hitting .245 with a homer and 6 runs batted in. Has 7 runs scored. Ball 1 low and away. And he gets under 1. The shortstop Devlin moves over, and that'll be it. Sorry, Dowling, the shortstop. So after 1, the Giants lead it 2-0. Hooks Wiltz, the pitcher, up now. 2 hits and 5 at bats. And he got 3 hits and 6 at bats, and he's going to be safe at second with a leadoff double. So he hustled all the way out of the box, and Lumley, who fielded it kind of nonchalantly, allows Wiltsy to get to second. So a double for Wiltz. All right, Donlin up now, 1 for 1. Doubled off the wall his first time up. Ball 1 inside. 2-0, down and in. And he gets under 1. Third baseman comes over. So Batch makes the catch for the first out. Wiltz gets back to this second. Alright, that'll bring up the right fielder George Brown, hitting .250 with a homer and 8 runs batted in. 8 runs scored, a couple of triples. Strike 1. Swinging strike 1. High and away, 1-1. Pops it up. The catcher gives it chase, but it's going to be out of play. So 1-2 the count. And he strikes him out. So the second strikeout for Jones. Bresnahan up now. Walked his first time up. Low ball 1. And hits it just in back of the second base bag. Wiltsy hustling all the way. Scores from second. And the Giants have a 3-0 lead now. Brings up McGann. Struck out his first time up. Bresnahan gets the lead. And he hits it a long, long way. And great catch by the center fielder.
New York 3, Brooklyn 0.
Dobbs. Right up against the wall. So he had to go a long way, but came down with it. And he'll lead it off here. He was thrown out a couple games ago after a bench clearing brawl. But he's in there now, hitting .295 with 6 runs batted in, 4 runs scored, a couple stolen bases, 3 doubles. And let's get a leadoff walk.
Second baseman, Charlie Malay.
So Charlie Malay hitting .265 with 3 runs batted in. It's a double and 4 runs scored. Strike 1 in the outside corner. Way outside and low, ball 1. 1-1 is the count. And a little bit of short. Looks like he goes right to first. So he didn't. Dobbs hustles in the second on the fielder's choice. So run in scoring position for Lewis. He's hitting .333 on the season. With a homer and 8 runs batted in, has 4 runs scored. A couple of stolen bases. Way outside and low, ball 1. Swings and misses, 1-1. Swings and misses again, 1-2 the count. He's in the hole. And hits it just behind the second base bag towards shortstop side. Dobbs had to wait and see if that one's going to be caught and just makes it to third. So first and third with 1 out for Bill Bergen, the catcher. Hitting .125 in 16 at-bats, 2 hits and 16 at-bats with a couple of RBIs. Just below the belt, strike 1. 0-2 the count on the curve. And 2 strikes, single to right. Brings home the first run for the Superbas. So Dobbs scores, and it's a 3-1 game now. I'll bring up the pitcher, Oscar Jones. 1 hit and 7 at-bats. Has an RBI. Pops it out and back a sec to the catcher. And nope, it's going to be out of play. Bresnahan can't get it. So 0-1. So 0-1 the count. And we have a score here. Detroit leads Chicago by a score of 1-0. We'll give you all the scores after the 3rd inning. And at bunt. So successful sacrifice by Jones. Moves Lewis to 3rd and Bergen to 2nd. So the tying run is now on 2nd with 2 down. Sheckard up, still looking to extend his hitting streak. Ball 1. Check swing. 1-1. Ball 2, 2-1. 3-1 the count. They do have an empty base. And pitched around him. It looked like they pitched around him again. So Wiltie does not want to have to pitch to Sheckard. Might be a smart move, as there can be an out at any base now. So Doc Gessler up now. Line to 3rd his first time up. And he pops it up behind the plate. Bresnahan does not have any room. And it'll go back into the stands. Strike 1. 1-1 the count. Strike 2. Swung on a miss by Gessler. He guessed wrong on that one. 2-2. The count is even. Ball 3. No place to put him. Let's go aggressive here. And he jams him. The 3rd baseman didn't even have to move and makes the catch.
After 2, New York 3, Brooklyn 1.
And Brooklyn only scores 1. They could have gotten a lot more on that one. But so after 2 full, the Giants lead the Superbas 3-1. I bring Sam Mertes up. He singled. Had an RBI single his first time up. Jones looking for the side, and he hits this one a long way. The left fielder runs over Sheckard and makes a great running catch. So 1 down for Devlin. Ground ball to short. And throw is in time for the 2nd out. So 2 down now for Dahlen. Walked his first time up. And hits this one to right.
Nothing across the top of the
Right fielder comes in with it, makes the catch.
New York 3, Brooklyn 1.
So the Giants go in order. And after 2.5, still lead at 3-1. family is up now. We popped a short his first time up. Ooh, and hits this one a long way, but Brown drifts back and makes the catch. Gonna bring up Batch. Popped a short his first time up. Gets under this one. First baseman again comes over and makes the catch. 2 down. Gonna bring up Dobbs. Walked and I believe he scored the Superbas run. No, I could be wrong on that one. Maybe he didn't. Anyway, he walked his first time up and he strikes out.
No hits, no errors. 3 are in the books. New York 3, Brooklyn 1.
So the Brooklyn goes in order, just like the Giants did. And let's take a look at our scoreboard here. There's only 1 game going on. Detroit's ahead of Chicago 1-0 in the second inning, top of the second. Kitson for Detroit. Oh, this is the game that we played. I'm pretty sure that's the game that we played, yeah. Yeah, Detroit against Chicago. So we all know how that one came out. If you don't know, either stay tuned in this game or watch that video. That was a good game. So alright. So we're not gonna really pay much attention to that since we already played that one. Unless we see some other games come on. So Gilbert up now for the Giants. It'll be Gilbert, the pitcher Wiltsey, and Donlin against Jones. Up by 2. So Billy Gilbert grounded to second his first time up. Fouls that one back. And a dribble to the pitcher. Oh, the shortstop comes in and makes it. Alright, Wiltsey up now. Singled and scored. Sorry, doubled and scored. And it's this one to center. Just to his right, and Dobbs will make the catch for the second out. And that one will fall in. So Donlin has himself a 2-out single for George Brown now. That's a foul ball. And line drive back to the pitcher. Jones takes it, and that'll be it. So alright, we head to the bottom of the 4th. And it's a single. So leadoff single by Malay. Giants are leading Brooklyn by a score of 3-1. Lewis 1 for 1, and it's a sacrifice. So moves Malay up to second, so successful bunt. And Lewis is retired. That brings up Bergen, who's lined a single, RBI single his last time up. And strike 1. Swung on and missed. And it's a wild pitch from Malay, moves to third. So Bergen still is in the box. 2-1 on the count. Count evens at 2. Full count. And it's a foul ball down the left field line. Just foul. And he strikes out. So big strikeout by Wiltsey. Second out of the inning. Brings up the pitcher Jones. He sacrificed his first time up. That one misses away, ball 1. High and outside, ball 2. That was a bad pitch, but he swung at it. 2-1. 3-1 the count now. And it's a hot shot to short. Dahlin's up with it. Over to Devlin's up. No, Dahlin. Yeah, Dahlin's up with it. Over to McGann. And that'll do it for the Brooklyn in the 4th. So after 4 full, the score is the Giants 3 and the Superbas 1. That's the Brooklyn Superbas, as they were called before they were called the Brooklyn Dodgers. And Bergen makes a great catch behind the plate. A great diving catch for the first out. Brings up McGann. He's 0 for 2. And hits one down the left field line. And a great running catch by Sheckard. He had to go a long way for that one, but catches it in foul territory for the first out. Second out, sorry. Bring up Sam Mertes. He's 1 for 2. And an RBI single. This one to center. Dobbs is over and makes the catch.
No errors. After 4.5. New York 3, Brooklyn 1.
So halfway through, it's still 3-1 Giants. Sheckard comes to the plate as a 12-game hitting streak. He's yet to extend it. And he strikes out. So he still has that 12-game streak on the line. And bring up Gessler, 0 for 2. Ooh, hits this one a long way. But Donlin ranges over to his left and makes the catch for the second out. Lumley up now, 0 for 2. It's this one. Oh, the right fielder barely has. Oh, wait, what's this? What happened there? He misplayed that one. Goes all the way to the wall. So Brown, again, has his difficulties out in right field, as we've seen before. And Lumley's in there with a double. So the tying run comes up in Batch. He's 0 for 2. Oh, jammed him. Shortstop.
No runs. 1 hit.
Ranges over and makes the catch on the pop-up.
Complete. New York 3, Brooklyn 1.
So, alright, so the Giants will have Devlin, Dallin, and Gilbert. And it's a pop-up to the second baseman, and he ranges over in foul territory and makes the catch. So Dallin up now, 0 for 1 with a walk. Dribble to third. And it's in time to Gessler for the second out. Gilbert up now, 0 for 2. Oh, and he gets plunked with one there. So Jones hits him with the on the shoulder. It looks like he'll be alright. Brings up the pitcher Wiltsey with 2 down. And the pitcher gets himself a hit. So Gilbert motors all the way to third. He's off on the pitch. So runners at the corners with 2 down for Donlin. 2 for 3. See if the Giants can add to the lead. Pops one up behind home plate. And looks like this one's going to be into the crowd. Ball 1, high and in. And a dribble to second, and that'll do it.
Runs. 1 hit. No errors. After 5.5. New York 3, Brooklyn 1.
Detroit leads Chicago 2-1 in the 4th. Again, like I said, that's the game we just played before this. Dobbs will lead it off here. Ooh, and he hits this one a long way. And it's off the wall. Off the center field wall. Man, he hit that one a long way. And he's into third with a triple. So probably the most exciting play in baseball. Definitely back in 1905, it was probably the most exciting play, other than the inside the park home run. But triple was right up there. So Malay is up now. 1 for 2. And it's a called strike. That one was called late by the umpire. And a foul ball down the third base line. Devlin gives chase. 1 and 2. Count even at 2. And strikes him out. So a big strikeout by Wiltsey. And he can get out of this with no damage if he can get Lewis, who's 1 for 1. Single to center and sacrificed his second timeout. And it's going to go down the first base line. The first baseman gives chase, but it's into the crowd. 0-1. Swings and misses. Strike 2. 1 and 2. Ball upstairs. 2 and 2. 3 and 2. Danger of losing him. And he loses them. So after going 0-2, he throws 4 straight balls. And so runners at the corners with 1 down for Bergen. He's 1 for 2 on the day. 1-1 the count. And it's a line into right field. Brown makes the catch. So 2 down now. Wasn't deep enough to score Dobbs from third. Brings up the pitcher, Jones. It's 0 for 1 in the day. Just high, ball 1. Ball 2, high and inside. 3-0 the count, so he's in danger of walking the pitcher, loading the bases. And strike, gets one in there. Foul ball. And a dribbler to... Oh, a great play by the shortstop. So a great diving play, ranging to his left, and prevents the Brooklyn from scoring.
Brooklyn won.
So alright, so after 6 full, 3-1 Giants still. Brown now up 0 for 3 on the day. Score that one a 6-3. He's retired. Bresnahan up now 1 for 2. And they loses him, so he draws a walk. Again, 0 for 3 is up now. Swings and misses, strike 1. Ball high, 1-1. Count goes to 2-1. Pops one behind the plate. This one's going to go reach the crowd. Count even at 2. Foul ball down the first base line. And this one's going to fall in behind second. Bresnahan stops at second. First and second, 1 down. Sam Mertes, 1 for 3. Ball 1, high and tight. Curveball, strike 1. And a drill ball to short. Oh, a poor play by the shortstop. And he is unable to get Mertes. So he bobbles it and throws the first too late. So the bases are loaded now with 1 out. And Detroit, the Chicago has tied Detroit 2-2 in the 5th. Devlin up now, 0 for 3. Chance to add to the lead. Oh, and he gets under 1. Pops it up to the shortstop. Lewis will make the catch for the 2nd out. So it's going to take a hit by Dowling or a walk or something to get that run across. 2-0. 2-1. Swung at a bad pitch there. And he gets under 1 and hits it to center. And the Giants don't score.
New York 3, Brooklyn 1.
So Sheckard up again for the Brooklyn. See if he can still trying to extend that 12-game hitting streak. Oh, and he gets under 1. The second baseman drifts over and makes the catch. So time is running out for him to extend that hitting streak. It's 7th inning now. He may have 1 more at bat. Gessler up now 0 for 3. Hits this one a long way, but Donlin races and makes the catch. The 2nd out. Lumley up now 1 for 3. Drove it back to the pitcher. Wiltse's up with it.
No runs, no hits, no
and makes the play.
7 are in the books. New York 3, Brooklyn 1.
So after 7 full, still score remains 3-1. Gilbert leads it off for the Giants, and he'll draw himself a walk. So I think we're going to Wiltse's 2 for 3. The pitcher's 2 for 3. But I think we're going to have him bunt here. Bunting situation. Gets down the bunt. Oh, and they try to go to second. Oh my goodness. And they turn. No, they don't turn 2 though. So that looked like a good bunt, but was fielded well. And they get the lead runner. Almost turned 2 on that one too. So Wiltse on first, unable to get the job done. Brings up Donlin, 2 for 4. Line it at right. Lumley makes the catch for the 2nd out. Brown up now, 0 for 4 in the day. Just below the knees, outside. Ball 1. And hits this one to left.
No runs, no hits, no errors. After 7.5, New York 3, Brooklyn 1.
Schultze's going to go back out there for another inning. Batch up first. Ground ball to third. One down. Dobbs up now, 1 for 2. Back out of play. Oh, and a hot shot all the way to the right field wall. And he gets a try for third. And he's safe, so a triple, 1-out triple. Brings up Millay, 1 for 3. Strike 1. Foul ball down the third base line. And this one's going to be a single past the first baseman. And the right fielder, Brown, has trouble with it again. And Millay, it's going to be an error on Brown, so credit that a single and an RBI. And an error on the right fielder, Brown, which allows him to move in the scoring position. So the tying run is at second now with just 1 out. So Lewis up now, 1 for 1. Tying run on second. 1-0. Ball 2. So they're going to get some action going in the pen. Claude Elliott is going to start warming up. So Lewis up now. 1 for 1. 3-0 the count. Foul ball down the 3-1. Count is full now. And it's going to be a single to right field. They hold Millay at third. So runners at the corners now. Gonna take a trip to the mound here. He says he's strong, but the manager says otherwise, and he's going to be gone. So Elliott's going to come in. So here we place Hooks Wilpsey. Comes Claude Elliott, hitting record of 1-1 with an ERA of 4.05. Does have a save. 13 innings pitched, 14 hits allowed, 7 walks. Wow, 7 walks and no strikeouts. So Bergen steps in the plate, 1 for 3. The tying run is at third. Go ahead, run at first. Ball 1. Still only 1 out. 2-0 the count. Oh, the second baseman didn't look like he didn't know what was going on there, and misses it. But they're going to score that a hit, and the score is tied at 3. So runners on first and second for Jones, the pitcher. Looks like he's going to hit for himself. Strike 1. Oh, and it's another hit. And that'll load the bases. So Sheckard is riding a 12-game hitting streak now as the bases loaded with 1 down. Represents tying run is at third. I mean, the go-ahead run is at third. Strike 1. 1-1. Almost in the dirt. Ball 2. 2-2. Oh, and he gets good wood on this one. It's going to go. Oh, and Brown finally makes a great catch, but Lewis is going to tag and score the go-ahead run. So the Superbas have scored 3 runs here in the bottom of the 8th and lead at 4-3. Gessler up now 0 for 4. 1-0. And it's a hot shot into the corner. Another run comes in. 2 runs come in. And he's going to try for an inside-the-park home run, and he's going to get it. So, wow, the floodgates have opened as the Brooklyn has scored 6 runs here in the bottom of the 8th and lead at 7-3 now. After it looked like the Giants were in control. Their pitching has let them down here. Dribble it the pitcher, and that'll do it. So we head to the top of the 9th. The Giants got some work to do. Down by 4.
3, Brooklyn 7.
So Bresnahan comes to the plate first. He's 1 for 2 on the day. He draws a walk, so a good start for the Giants' 9th inning. Jones still out there. He's up to 133 pitches, but he's still on the mound. Again, 1 for 4. 1-0. And that'll be a foul down the third base line. 1-2 the count. Foul down the first baseline. Hits it to center, and he had to go a long way for that, but Dobbs will make the catch for the first out. Sam Merte's up now, 2 for 4. Strike one. And it's going to be a single up the middle. Bresnahan stops at second. So Devlin up now, 0 for 4 in the day. Ball one. And a hit. It's a single, and the center fielder Dobbs cannot handle it. And it's going to be an error on Dobbs. Dowling does come across. That'll be an earned run, but the Mertes and Devlin move up because of the error by Cobb. Dobbs at center. And that's 7 to 4 now. So Dowling comes to the plate now, representing the tying run. Strike one. Jones is still out there. 2-1 the count. And he hits it. It's going to fall in behind. 2 runs come in, and it's a 7 to 6 game now. So the Giants are rallying here. After giving up 6 runs in the 8th, it's now trail only by 1. So Dowling on first represents the tying run. Still only 1 out. We'll bring Gilbert to the plate, 0 for 2. Strike one. 1-1. 2-1. And it's a 3-1 count. So he walks him. It's up to 151 pitches. I can't believe he's still out there. Let's see, the pitcher Elliott is 2 for 5 so far in the season, but I don't see anybody else in our bullpen here. Got a pinch hit though. So who do we bring in? Do we bring in Boiler Yard Clark? The first baseman. He's only hitting 180, so I don't know. Frank Bauerman, the catcher, is hitting 269. I think we're going to bring in the switch hitter, Sammy Strang. And we'll worry about the bullpen later. Yeah, we'll bring in Strang. Gotta give it our best chance to win here.
Pinch hitting for New York, Sammy.
So Sammy Strang comes in. He's 2 for 9 so far in the season. A couple of RBIs, 2 runs scored. Tying run is at second. Go ahead run on first. Jones still out there. Here's the windup in the pitch. And it's a hit! It's got to shoot between the the center fielder and right fielder. 2 runs are going to come in. And the Giants take an 8-7 lead. So wow. They scored after the Brooklyn has scored 6 runs in the bottom of the 8th. The Giants score 5 here in the top of the 9th to take an 8-7 lead. I don't know who we're going to have put up in the... Man. I don't know who we're going to put in. We only had 1 guy in the bullpen. Back then, they didn't have many relievers. So we're going to check our available starters. We're going to have to put in a starter here. I think we're going to bring in Christy Mathewson to try to close it out. Going to have to. He's the freshest arm in the pen. So, alright, so he's going to start warming up. Typically a starter require more time to warm up. Yeah, we're going to have to because, hold on there. Let's see. He did have 6 relief appearances. Yeah, let's try Joe McGinty. We could bring in Joe McGinty. Let's see if they're going to say the same thing with him. Yeah, they're going to say the same thing of him. He's a starter, but we're going to bring in the Christian gentleman here. Alright. Hopefully we can, still only 1 out, so hopefully we can take a few pitches here and get Mathewson ready. So we're going to take one here. What do they do there? Oh, they intentionally walked Donlin. That's odd with a runner on third. They're going to... Gates Brown, he's 0 for 5, so he's been a liability in the field, so I think we're going to... But we don't have anybody else to play right field, so we're going to have to let Brown hit. He's 0 for 5. He's been a disaster in the right field, but we're going to let him hit, see if he can redeem himself here. And he does! It's a single up to center. Brings home another run. And it's 9-7. So the manager stuck with him and it paid off. And bring up the Hall of Famer Bresnahan. Not Tom Bresnahan. This is this is Roger Bresnahan. One and one to count. So this should allow Mathewson time to warm up. And he gets under one here. Pops it up behind the plate. And this one's going to go in the stands. So 1 and 2 the count. And another hit. Wow. So the pitching, which had been dominant up into the top of the 8th, is nowhere to be found now. As another run comes in, and the Giants have scored 7 runs in the top of the 10th, top of the 9th. Still only 1 out. Runners on second and third of McGann, 1 for 5. And they're going to intentionally walk him to load the bases. Wow. Oh, and finally, the Brooklyn goes with a relief pitcher. About time. Don't know what was holding them off. So Jack Dosher comes in with an ERA of 7.20, record of 1 and 1. 5 innings pitched, 6 hits allowed, 5 walks, and 4 strikeouts. So Sam Mertes, who's 3 for 5 on the day, comes up with the bases loaded again. And it's going to be a foul ball down the left field line. Gets under one here and back of the plate. This one's going to go out of play. So Mathewson now comes in. He's eligible for the save. So Sam Mertes has 3 hits on the day. And it's going to be a hit to left. And he makes the catch. And is John McGraw going to send Brown home? Why not? 88% chance? Yeah. And now it's a 4-run lead. And Mathewson is ready in the bullpen, so Devlin up now, 1 for 5. Oh, what did I hit steal for? I didn't want to hit steal. No. 1 and 1. 2 and 1. And he gets plunked. Wow, that'll load the bases again. That's a crazy last inning of play this has been. Definitely a rarity. Dowling up now, 1 for 4. Bases loaded. 8 runs in already. And strikes him out. So
1 error. After 8.5. New York 11. Brooklyn 7.
So 11-7. The Giants retake the lead on a crazy game. We're going to bring in Christy Mathewson here.
Pitching for New York, Christy Mathewson.
He's 1 and 2 on the season with a 2.16 ERA. 25 innings pitched, 24 hits, 13 strikeouts, and only 1 walk. He's been the only pitcher that has pitched up to his ability. He was 31-9 on the regular season with a 1.28 ERA. So here it is. So it'll be Batch, Dobbs, and Malay for the Brooklyn against the Christian Gentlemen. And a base hit. So, and a poor play by the shortstop. Actually, no, it was by the center fielder, Donlin, made the poor play there. So, leadoff runner's on, but they scored a hit anyway. Brings up Dobbs, he's 2 for 3. And he gets under one here. This one's going to go back out of play. It's 0-2. And a dribbler to second, over to short for 1, back to first. They turn 2. So 1, no, actually they don't turn 2. Malay, actually they say he beat it. Wow. Brings up Lewis, who's 2 for 2. So 2 down now. It's up to Lewis if the game's going to continue. Mathewson rears back and strike 1. Chased it out of the zone. 1 and 1 inside. And he hits this one to right. Oh no, is Brown going to make the catch? Yes, he does. And that'll do it as the Giants win a bizarre one. 14 runs scored in the last inning and a half, after only 4 were scored before that.
The final score from Washington Park, New York 11, Brooklyn 7. Claude Elliott is the winner. He is now 2-1 on the season. Oscar Jones is the loser. He is now 0-2 on the season. Doc Jessler hit home run number 1 on the season. Time of the game, 2 hours, 31 minutes.
So alright, so Elliott gets the win for the Giants in relief. Proves the 2-1. Jones falls to 0-2 for Brooklyn. Bresnahan, the catcher, gets the MVP. Let's take a look at the box score quickly. So let's see here. So Jones is the loser for Brooklyn. Pitched 8 1/3 innings, 14 hits, 11 runs, 10 of them earned. I'm really surprised they left him in that long. 166 pitches, wow. 93 strikes, 73 balls. ERA balloons to 10.13, wow. Wiltsey for the Giants went 7 1/3, 8 hits allowed, 4 runs, 4 walks, 4 strikeouts, 118 innings pitched. 71 of those were strikes. ERA is 2.65. Elliott gets the win in his 2/3 of an inning. And Mathewson comes in. And it's not a save situation, but he comes in to close it out, so to speak. And yeah, there were 6 runs in the bottom of the 8th and 8 runs in the top of the 9th. So let's see the stars of the game quickly. Let's see. Why is this not going up? Oh, there you go. So Bresnahan was 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs, 3 walks. I guess he can be. Mertes was 3 for 6. And Sheckard does not extend his 12-game hitting streak, so that'll go by the wayside for Brooklyn. And everybody had a hit. All the starters had a hit except for the guy who had a 12-game hitting streak coming into the game. So that's an oddity there. And everybody except for Gilbert had a hit for the Giants. So that'll do it. So thank you for joining me, and let's just quickly look at the recap. So I'm not going to go through the whole thing, but if you want to stop there, you can pause it and look at it. Definitely the bottom of the 8th and top of the 9th were for the ages there. So alright, so thank you for joining me. It's Eric from Higher Ground Gaming, and we'll see you in the next 1905 season replay. Thanks and God bless. Bye-bye.